My family raised a killer fish.
This presentation was created by Joseph Russell Timpu Geisen.
When I was young, my mother loved pets. We had dogs, cats, birds, and fishes as pets. Me, my brothers and sister also shared the passion of our mother for animals. We raised Dobermans and other dogs that are a bit wild, so we were no strangers to animals that may be dangerous. We however did not anticipate that we will really encounter an animal that is known to eat humans. My mother loved fishes and we had a fairly large aquarium with a lot of different fishes. We had different varieties of angel fishes, goldfishes, fighting fishes, and other aquarium fishes. My mother always made sure that the fishes were well taken after. The aquarium was also regularly cleaned. My mother always go to the pet shop to buy supplies, especially fish food. She buys the regular fish food pellets as well as small fishes to be eaten by the big fishes in our aquarium. The day was just like any other day. My mother emptied the plastic full of small fish in the aquarium so the big fishes can eat them. For added measure, she also dropped some fish food pellets. The fishes in the aquarium soon started eating the fish food pellets. I was an innocent boy then who pitied the small fishes that were about to be eaten soon by the big fishes. Soon the small fishes were hiding behind the aquarium plants and the other decorations in the aquarium, trying not to be eaten by the big fishes. It was then that I noticed that although the small fishes were not beautiful enough to be considered aquarium fishes, some of them do not seem to be that ugly. I noticed some of them could be just very small versions of the standard aquarium fishes. There was one fish that seemed to stand out. It was colored dark with a dark orange colored belly. I thought it was such a waste that this fish was going to be fish food as well, because to me it seemed to be a beautiful fish when it grows up. I never did gave it much thought afterwards. I was already resigned to the fact that it would be eaten in a few days, just like the other small fishes my mother buys for the bigger fishes. I was happy to be proven wrong. After about a week the fish was still alive together with the other small fishes that were lucky enough not to be eaten by the big fishes. I was still resigned to the fact that it would still be eaten later by the big fishes and gave it no further thought again. My mother made her regular trip to the pet shop and continued buying big aquarium fishes. Naturally, with the increasing number of big fishes in our aquarium, the more small fishes will be bought as food. My mother bought double the number of small fishes that would be fed to the big fishes. Our aquarium looked so lively with the big fishes chasing after the large number of small fishes to eat. The water even splashed when the big fishes chased the small fishes near the top of the aquarium water. The fish I was interested in was the same as the other fishes. It was running and hiding too from the big fishes. I secretly hoped that it would not be eaten and will continue to grow big. After a while the same thing happened. The small fishes were nearly wiped out by the big fishes, but a few survived. I think you guessed it by now that the fish I was interested in also survived. This happened repeatedly with the fish I was interested in continuing to survive and grow. By then it was now an inch long and about half an inch in diameter. My idea that it would grow to be a beautiful fish because of its dark orange belly was wrong. I would not consider it ugly, but I would not consider it beautiful either. It looked ferocious from my point of view. My interest in it was not diminished. It may not be beautiful, but to me it was a survivor or a fighter, which was much different from the other fishes in our aquarium. My interest in it even increased when I saw it fighting other fishes, which was bigger than it is. Soon the family was excited with our surprise aquarium fish, which managed to survive from becoming fish food and now was chasing after the small fishes and fighting with the bigger fishes in the aquarium. It was fast. It would zoom in from one end of the aquarium to the other end. We could not get any information from it because there was no other fish like it at the pet shop. When we asked the pet shop staff for information about the fish, they just told us that it was a cheap and ugly fish that is not worth raising and we should not mind it. There was no internet back then and there were few fish books with pictures of fish back then also. We were not able to know what kind of fish it is no matter where we searched. By then it has grown large, about 3 inches in length and 2.5 inches in diameter. It looked even more ferocious. Things started to change in our aquarium by then. The small fishes which we keep buying to feed the big fishes started to diminish significantly until they were completely wiped out in the aquarium. My mother soon grew tired of buying small fishes because there seems to be nothing left all the time and our costs in buying them were rising. Soon my mother decided to stop buying small fishes and just fed all the fishes in the aquarium, who were all big now, with fish food pellets and flakes. Things started to get weird in the aquarium even further. Most of the big fishes seems to be the ones hiding now. They were mostly in the back of the aquarium in the plants or in the decoration. This was not the end of the weirdness in the aquarium. The big fishes soon started dying. Almost daily there will be a fish turned upside down, and they were either floating up in the aquarium or down below resting in the sands of the aquarium. More was to come. The fishes were dying and we do not know the cause. All we noticed is that the fins of the fishes seemed to be torn and as if it was damaged by something. We are not knowledgeable with fishes, so we again asked the pet shop staff. They told my mother that the fishes in our aquarium could be growing so big that their fins were being entangled or damaged by the decorations in the aquarium. They also told my mother that there could be a bacteria in the waters of our aquarium which could be causing the decay of the fins of our fishes. They told my mother to make the aquarium as spacious as possible to our fishes by removing the decorations and some of the plants. My mother did this and we were surprised after. The fishes continued to die, but it got worse. The fishes were dying and still either floating on top of the aquarium or below it, but something was really scary. The bellies of the dead fishes have been ripped open. They were eaten. It was a scary sight. But we had no clue who was eating them. Everything will be normal during the day, but the following day there will be a dead fish with its belly eaten. What is worse is that sometimes there would be as many as 3 big fishes that would be dead all at the same time with their bellies eaten. We had suspects. We had fighting fishes, the very big goldfishes and the janitor fishes, as suspects. The fighting fishes were always trying to pick up a fight with the other fishes, the very big goldfishes were no stranger to eating small fishes, and the janitor fishes were seen sucking the corpse of the dead fishes. Of course the fish we were interested in was also a suspect, but it was a minor suspect to us because it also was hiding in the remaining plants in the aquarium where it stayed most of the time. Soon everything changed again in the aquarium. All the fishes died. The only fishes that remained alive were the janitor fishes and the fish we were interested in. We now know who the killer of the fishes is. It was the fish we were interested in. We, however, were more amused than scared of it. We thought we were maybe lucky to have an exotic fish that was different from other aquarium fishes. We were not scared of it because it was just about 4 inches in length and 3.5 inches in diameter. It also was not harming the janitor fishes which remained. It was also just eating a lot of the fish food pellets, and that was it. We thought it was just some ordinary wild fish. After some time, however, it started to become restless. It started zooming from one end of the aquarium to another continuously. It ferociously gobbled up the fish food pellets at the top of the aquarium. That waves formed as it gobbled up the fish food pellets. When it gobbled up the fish food pellets at the bottom part of the aquarium, the thick coating of sand will disperse almost to all parts of the aquarium. What is even more disturbing is that one day we found out that even the janitor fishes were also dead. Their bellies were also ripped open and eaten. By now we were starting to be afraid of the fish, but we did not expect what we would soon find out. With the janitor fishes gone and the huge amount of fish food pellets our fish was eating, my mother soon was not able to keep up with the dirt the aquarium was piling up. One day when she decided to clean the aquarium, she was shocked. She was cleaning the water filter when she noticed that the hoses and some parts of the plastic water filter has been chewed off. She showed us the jagged edges of the chewed up parts of the hoses. It was clearly chewed up by sharp teeth. This we missed before. The fish was always moving and its mouth was not opened very much most of the time. We also failed to notice its teeth because we were distracted with all the splash of water and sand it was making when it gobbles up its food. We dimmed the lights that night hoping it would slow down to rest when it is dark. We were lucky it did slow down to a rest when we dimmed the lights. We then took a closer look at its teeth. They were sharp looking all right. They looked like pointed razors to me. By this time every one of us started disliking the fish a lot. Maybe it was due to our neglect or due to the fact that it kept crashing in the glass walls, water filter, and the other parts of the aquarium that it gradually weakened and slowed down. Then one day it died. My mother cooked it and made us eat it. At first we were hesitant because it was ugly, but we soon ate it and it tasted like any ordinary tasteless fish. That was the end of it, but I could never forget it even to this day. When I have grown up I then knew that we actually raised and ate a piranha. It was a red-bellied piranha or Pygocentris natarari.
End of presentation.
Reminder: I may be presenting you correct, incorrect, or intentionally misleading information for my benefit only. I advise you to conduct your own study and double-check this presentation. Thank you for your time. I hope you will continue to watch my other presentations. See you again later.